This issue of Teen Titans is packed with nothing but action, and it is great. What is up, YouTubers of the world? Megageekmixer here to review issue 31 of Teen Titans. And guys, it was amazing. Now, usually with action-packed comic books that are filled with nothing but actions, most times they can be executed well, and most times they can't be executed so well. But this one, Adam Glass and Bernard Chang did an amazing job with both the writing, the dialogue, and the artwork. It just fits in well with this book. But there could be, and there was also a little small thing there that I'll talk about. But first off, guys, what a great way to start, because I've been looking forward to this issue because it's the starting point to Crush and Lobo meeting, and thus hoping to learn more about Crush. Bear in mind, we don't really learn much, but or better yet, you could say we do learn a bit of things here, but not exactly complete answers to what we're looking for just yet, but I'm sure we'll get there. But let me just go right ahead into it. So the issue starts off with a guy here inside of who's working inside of a store, and it sounds like a customer is asking him for where some other items are, and then when he turns his face, he discovers that it's Lobo he's talking to, and man, he just starts to get scared from there on out, and rightfully so, because it turns out he's an alien, and Lobo knew about it all along. So it turns out this alien had been trying to hide out somewhere from his planet on Earth, but nope, not gonna happen, because Lobo kills him, and then right when he's about to leave, he gets contacted to I mean, what am I doing? Okay, I'm losing myself here, guys. I don't know what's happening to me. but what I'm trying to say is, he ends up getting contact to take out the Teen Titans. At first he's like, no, I don't deal with boy bands. Get lost, take a hike. But when he tells them about Crush, it intrigues him, and then he accepts the contract when it's been tripled. And you won't believe who because I couldn't believe it, but you won't believe who it was that gave him that contract. It was the other. Oh man, this other guy, I'm telling you, when we get our chance to get to him, I cannot wait for it. It is going to be awesome. He has just been a real major enemy to the Teen Titans in ways I've never seen before with the Teen Titans from previous issues. I mean, don't get me wrong. Other incarnations of the Teen Titans have had formidable foes, but this one, man, this one is on another level, and I do mean another level. But then we're back to where we last left off in last issue. So what we saw there at the first part was just a bit of a flashback to how Lobo came to meet Crush and the Teen Titans. So, first off, yes, like I suspected, Lobo was going to be contracted to go to meet his daughter. But what we learned also before going into this part was that Lobo didn't know he had a daughter, and when he meets him, he starts saying "Daddy's here," but he's doing it sarcastically until right here he sniffs her, and I guess by sniffing her, he's able to figure out that, yeah, she really is his daughter. So this is definitely interesting. I mean, he didn't know he had a daughter, and now he does. And man, this now makes you know that depending on how this will end, and if it's not a complete end to Crush's story arc, there's more to look forward to in the future, that's for sure. But when it started to go into the action, first off, it starts with Roundhouse starting off with a chair. And let me just say that when the action started in here, it was just awesome. What I liked about this issue was how, like, Lobo, first off, Lobo and his dialogues just fit so well with his character. And I do mean that, honestly. Because here, he's saying, "Come to Papa," and then it's giving each of these Titans a panel of him taking them out. first Roundhouse tries to go after him from behind, but don't work, mostly because Roundhouse needs to learn to shut up if he's trying to do a sneak attack here. And trust me, I'm sure we can all agree on that. Because, man, if you just talk so much when you're trying to sneak up on somebody, it's not a sneak attack. And then Flash gets his hands dirty, but Lobo's just like, oh, give it up. And here, when he punches Flash, he says that was just a light tap, and just a light tap, and already Flash is down and out. But it's kind of like Lobo says right here. What was that? All you speedsters are the same. Soft. Well, I don't think any of us can disagree with that. But when Jin tries to come after him, she pulls him into Crush's room, where Crush has that wall that you could see in issue what was that, issue 27, I believe. I'll leave a link in the description down below of that issue in case you guys want to check out the review of that one. But Jin, she wants Lobo to pay for what he's done to Crush, which is kind of funny. Like, he never knew he had a daughter and stuff. So I wonder what she means by that. Well, who knows? But either case, even still, though, Lobo just took her down easily. And it's funny, he says it's been a while since he killed a genie, but luckily Crush ended up stopping him. And this is where it leads into something awesome right here. It's where Lobo took his daughter and put him right there. And put her right there on the baseball court and basket, saying, 3 points for the main man. Oh, man, did I love that. That was hilarious. It was funny. But seriously, guys, the art on this stuff and all the action from each of these panels was definitely something. But then, in any case, moving on, he started to just terrorize Crush, just beating her all over the place. And of course, during the fight, Crush was saying, I got a lot of questions to ask you, dirtbag. And of course, Crush has some too. He wants to know, for one, does Crush have his same healing factor, since she's half what's that he's called again? I forget how to pronounce that. Let me go back to the word so I can see if I can pronounce it here. Yeah, Lobo's, what was that? Yeah. Kazarina. Kazarina, I hope I said that right. If I did butcher that name, I apologize, guys. I'm trying with some of these names, but what can you do? And then it takes a little break, and going back to the Titans that got their butts kicked, and Robin wants to set up a plan, but of course, Flash Wallace West decides to bring up the drama, the issues that went on in last issue, and still make them be a problem right here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just like what Red Arrow said here. I get that he doesn't trust them right now, and Robin, due to the whole secret prison and everything. But none of that matters at the moment, because at the moment we got a bounty hunter, a main man, a guy who is practically almost immortal, trying to kill your teammate. Can we put that stuff aside for right now and focus on trying to get your friend? Because seriously, none of this isn't as important. You see, the thing about Wallace West, and I forgot to mention this in my last issue, is that, like, okay, so now, yeah, I forgot to mention this in my last issue. Now, like, Wallace West, when he hit Crush and saying whatever it is he said, I was looking at that and being like, you're being a hypocrite here. And to be honest, he was already being a hypocrite, because during that last issue, when he was trying to explain himself and everything, one thing I wanted to mention, but it really didn't come up to me then, because everything else was distracting me, is that you guys know how Wallace West has not been around Barry Allen the Flash lately. And if you want to know the reasons why, it's because he keeps getting mad at Barry when Barry should just tell people right away about some hard news. And And now I do agree with him to an extent. You gotta tell them, but sometimes it's not that simple. And guess what happens in last issue? He's trying to explain himself, saying that he was gonna tell them, and whoa, what happened there? He sounded just like Barry Allen. But the funny thing is, I don't think he even realizes that the position he was in last week was the same position that Barry was in when Wallace was getting mad at him for not telling him the truth about things, or telling other people the truth about things. Maybe now, hopefully, this will help him realize that he's been being way too hard on Barry here. Because I do agree with him to an extent. You eventually got to tell people some really tough things, but it's not so simple as to just throw it out there right away. It's not that simple sometimes. But hopefully, once this issue ends and all this drama between them eventually not completely dissipates, but gets mellowed down to where they can get back to working together, maybe then Wallace West will see how much of a hypocrite he's been being and how hard he's been being on Barry. But I'm sorry I got off topic there, guys. I wanted to just hurry up and bring that up before I had forgotten it. But in any case, it was like Red Arrow said, none of this whole drama stuff between us matters right now. We gotta help Crush, and Jen is in complete agreement. And she comes up with an idea herself, and it has to do with using that chain obelisk. And she tries to let Crush know, but Crush is she's too like full of rage and everything, and thinking Obelisk will be taken away from her, that she just crushes the communicator. And while it's still going on, well, Lobo's just still beating the crap out of his daughter. And yeah, he's just enjoying it. And he actually did admit how, like, at first he thought this hunt was going to be boring, but he's been enjoying it more than he expected. But it was finally getting to the point where he was getting tired of it taken away from his me time, that he was about to kill Crush until Flash came in and saved her. Of course, she wasn't happy, but of course, Flash is just like, shut up, we need to work together to stop this guy. But then it came into the last part of the page, from to this panel to the last panel, saying from Lobo saying, you can run, you can hide, Crush, but I got your scent, and you're as good as dead. And yeah, it does look like she is dead, but hey, I wouldn't count her out so quickly yet. I mean, since she is half of what he is, maybe her healing factor just takes a little while. That right now she may be in a coma state. But definitely, guys, this was a great issue. What I definitely was fond of in this issue was, like, even though it was action-packed, the dialogues and exchanges Lobo was giving them was amazing. These dialogues and the dialogues and way he was talking with each of these members of the Titans and how much he was enjoying himself, that's Lobo all the way, man. That is definitely the Main Man Lobo all the way. And that's what I've always loved about that guy. Taking pleasure and fun in the hunts he gets. But if they can be more fun, that's even better for him. And man, were they a lot more fun than they seem. And they definitely showed a lot of funny scenes here. First off, you had Roundhouse try to hit him with a chair, and that chair just breaks. It's almost like Roundhouse was thinking, this could be like wrestling. Ah! But no, didn't work. Actually, it reminded me back when Kane, in the Attitude Era, sometimes he would get hit by a chair, but it wouldn't affect him. Oh, that was hilarious. But also, what I definitely loved was how Lobo made some sarcasms for when he threw his daughter into that basketball rack. It was hilarious. And definitely, we all still know that the drama between the Titans isn't over yet. Hopefully though, when some of this all boils down and mellows down, they can at least finally get back to some part of a working as a team again. But good luck on that. And then I'm gonna real quick go on. And then real quick, I'll talk about the other here, and in the fact on how when all those prisoners escaped, someone let them escape. And as we all know right now, it's all leading into what Deathstroke said. There's a mole in the team. And at first, I was thinking maybe it was Dejin unknowingly, since I'm thinking the other is her brother Elias. And yet, late with what one of the with the comment I saw in my previous issue of that, or was it another issue? I don't remember exactly. One of the people on there was saying how he suspects it's Red Arrow, and I'm actually starting to agree with him, because when he put that out there and he gave his reasons out, it's making me starting to lean towards maybe this is Red Arrow who is actually the spy and inside the Teen Titans, and is maybe intentionally working for the other, unknowingly working for the other, because of how obsessed she is with everything when it comes to the other. It kind of seems like it is that. So, and why is that for certain? Is there some sort of personal grudge she has against this guy? Could she possibly know who the other is? If she is, and probably not Elias at all, then who knows who it could be? I'm still sticking with my thing that it might be Elias, but even if it's not, all we've known for certain is this other guy has been a major villain, main big bad villain for the Teen Titans in ways that have never been shown to us before when it comes to the Teen Titans, and it works very well with it. Adam Glass has been doing a great job with how he's been working with this big bad villain, but also, like I said, the art in this book, and pretty much, let me just say, Bernard Chain's art has just been great all the way. Him and Adam Glass are a great team, and I hope they stay a team for a good long while in the Teen Titans run. I really do hope for that, because I'm really a fan of what they're doing here with the Teen Titans. And the action, and like I said, guys, the action, the art in the action, just beautiful from panel to panel. I loved it. But that'll be all for today, guys. And if you're enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. Bye!